Streaming live every Saturday morning from Darin Bergsven Guitar Studio near Chester Creek in Duluth, Coffee and Guitar celebrates the guitar music and guitar players of the Minnesota Northwoods. There's a mighty forest of great guitar players that stretches from the headwaters of the Mississippi to the shore of Lake Superior. Each month, Coffee and Guitar welcomes a guest, a guitar giant of the Northwoods, to tell guitar stories, share guitar insights, and make guitar music. Good morning, happy Saturday, welcome to Coffee and Guitar with Darin Bergsven featuring Teague Alexy.
Good morning.
Happy Saturday, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, great to be here.
Oh, man. Steve, good morning, Cleveland, searching for tone, hello. Rob, Portland is here. We're all here, the gang's all here, good morning. Teague, let's get into it, the important stuff. How do you take your coffee?
Well, I take my coffee black.
That's good, because I forgot to get any cream.
Well, we're good. We're good here, yeah.
Also, I hope you like it with a lot of grounds, because it's pushing kind of hard this morning. Here.
Well, I have high expectations coming here, Darin, so...
well...
high expectations for the coffee. And I should say...
I do my best.
I should say... yeah, coffee's a special occasion for me, so...
Cheers.
So, cheers. I only drink it with special people on special occasions.
Cheers.
Everybody out there. Because you know me, I'm a renowned tea drinker, everyday tea drinker, but...
Yes, I assumed that I was going to be making tea this morning, honestly.
But I've become a lover of a fine cup of coffee, because it enables you to hang out with more people, when you drink coffee, when you're just a mere tea drinker, a lot of times you don't get invited to certain events and such, you know what I'm saying, Darin?
No, I do. I understand what you're...
I don't know if you know what this world is like, being a tea drinker.
I've lived in this world.
But, so I've learned to appreciate a good cup of coffee.
I've lived here as a coffee drinker, but I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you do. I don't know if you
Maybe
do.
I don't. I mean, I understand, but I don't,
But this is really good. Thank you. This is a school me, because this is a French press?
It is. It is. This... Monet and Paul got for us. It's a Freiling. Love it. Indestructible. I've broken many glass carafes in my life. This has fallen out of the back of the car in the gas station on the way to the campground a few times, and still works great.
It makes the coffee taste better.
Stays hot. We should play some music.
Let's do it. Let's
I'm very excited for this. You mentioned the tea. Of course, when I started doing this show, I was looking for... I just didn't want to lose my chops. Gigs are gone. I gotta keep all this music. Use it or lose it is really how it is, right?
Yeah.
So I started just live streaming on Facebook in the morning, Saturday mornings, and was watching you doing tea with Teague and listening to this tune every morning for a while there.
Yeah.
It's fun to be able to play it with you.
Old traditional song. greet you now. Good morning. To greet you now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I come to greet you now. Good morning. I come to greet you now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I come to greet you now. Good morning. I come to greet you now. Good morning. I come to greet you now. Good morning.
Teague Alexy, everyone.
A soft good morning.
Yeah, a little.
That's beautiful. Whenever I play that song, I remember a couple of people telling me on Tea with Teague that they started singing that song to their babies, you know. So now that's how I always think of that song. It's like, oh, yeah, that's probably, yeah, right. That's right. That's where that traditional song, that makes sense.
And
It all came back
in
full
the
circle.
medley you sent, I had not heard the original in the recording. The song before it is Good Night, isn't it? Isn't it a...
Is that the song that it comes out of?
Maybe I'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah. I probably should have picked that up.
I,
if that was the case.
I think it was a...
Yeah, it's a great album. It's
Sunset,
Wingless
Sunrise
Angels,
kind of
Keith Richards' project in Jamaica. It's a bunch of Jamaican musicians. That's a great album.
Speaking of Jamaican music, you've got a new record out.
Yes.
Ha-ha.
Yes.
And we're going to play some stuff from it.
Yeah.
Woodblind meets Teague Alexy.
Yeah.
Out earlier this week. You got CD release at Bent Paddle tonight.
Yeah.
This morning. And then Stars Over the Prairie with Paul Metza.
Yeah, heading right over there. Yeah, big long day, but looking forward to tonight. Tonight's been, a long time coming. I mean, we can take this back as far, going back to when I moved to Duluth in 2000, the first place I walked into was Wuso's. Someone told me the open mic there was good. And that was the start of my Duluth,
Wuso's
music
is the start
thing.
of many Duluth music, most Duluth music things.
Yeah, it's a great place. Great place. Bring it. I always say, if you have half an idea, bring it to Wuso's. And by the time you walk out, you'll have
the rest of it.
3 ideas or whatever. But yeah, that's been great. But we've been working on the album all summer, and those guys have been covering my Working Man song for years, and we've been kind of doing things off and on. But
yeah, you were on their first record.
Yeah.
With Working Man.
Yeah, with Working Man. So we go back a ways, but this summer I had this new ska song, and those guys are easily able to translate my normal songs into ska. You know what I mean? Like where you and I may not hear the ska.
Oh, it's there.
In something, I mean, they hear it. So that was cool to just as a songwriter, it's really
everything
really
is
great.
Just so close to ska or polka. It could go either way.
Yeah.
Any tune.
Yeah, in those guys' minds for sure. And as a songwriter, to have a band like Woodblind, to throw your material at, and it really feels like a blessing. It's really, Duluth is kind of like that. Like sometimes we get, especially being here 20 years now, it's like we go through these cycles, and sometimes we end up with these really good collections, bands, collections of people that don't really have much business being in Duluth, or like, I don't know if Duluth has a lot of business having a really good ska band,
Duluth has a lot of really good things.
Yeah, like how far do you have to travel to find a ska band as good as Woodbine from here?
I've been asked, like, on break, what are you doing here? I'm not going to leave here. Because it's great here. But yeah, it is like that.
Yeah, and so to have that, have a big 10-piece band and TNT, hi-fi DJs all like wrapping themselves around my compositions. It's really fun.
Those shows were really great this summer. If you're in town, get to Bent Paddle.
Yeah, they've been getting better every time too. So yeah, we're all excited for tonight.
Awesome. Opening track.
Yeah, let me tune up a little bit here. I feel like
I'll check in over here.
A little sensitive.
Player Ben, good morning. Barb, hello. From Munich. All right, we have Barb's watching from Munich this morning.
Munich.
Nice.
Shout out.
That's some reach. I remember listening to Teague before his brother became his mainstay collaborator. I always looked both ways down those Duluth one-way streets.
Yes, thank you.
Rob.
Thank you for the shout out there. Sidestepping, man.
Punty, good morning. Good morning, Mom.
Is it your mom or my mom?
My mom.
Your mom, okay.
My mom.
I'm hoping my mom will show up. But...
There's, it's not always super intuitive to live chat on YouTube, so there's a good chance Mom's there and just not saying hello.
Right.
Chris, good morning.
All right, so this is called this is the Only Man in Love, and this is a tune where I came up with this one. I was like, okay, now it's time for us I needed to write one ska song, and then we can make an album. So this is what I came up with. It's called The Only Man in Love, and this is about Darin. This is about man's attempt to master the art of love and happiness. And shout out to you and your beautiful home. You seem to be doing a pretty good job of it from my view. But
spend a lot of time on the dance floor.
Okay, here we go. The Only Man in Love. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man so manly, man so brave, man so courageous, not gonna break. I walk in the jungle, not scared of lion, mortified of a broken heart. So many can every chance, man, I roll around the dirt and the mud. The only man on the dance floor is the man in love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring on the goblins, bring on the ghosts. Walk through the fire, blow out the smoke. No fear of lightning, no fear of thunder. Just mortified of a broken heart. So many can every chance. Man, I roll around the dirt and the mud. The only man on the dance floor is the man in love. Yeah, yeah. 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 A rough fella, tough fella. Once had a woman, she turned into jelly. Can't stand the pressure, and the pressure. He's mortified of a broken heart. So when he can, every chance. Man, I roll around the dirt and the mud. The only man on the dance floor is the only man in love. Whenever he can, every chance. Man, I roll around the dirt and the mud. The only
Woodbine meets Teague Alexy.
Ska and coffee in the morning.
Ska and coffee. It's good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
That's a reminder. I always have to, like, before I jump up on stage, a lot of times I won't, kind of jump up mid-set with Woodbine. And I've learned I got to do, like, a little bit of, like, jumping around and breathing,
You got to find the right
with them, and they're just
energy.
Like, they're going 100 miles an hour. And once you fall behind, I've learned, here's a musical lesson for anyone jumping into the ska world. Don't fall behind. Once you fall behind, there's no catching up.
Got to stay on top of that. Got to stay up on that. Let's check in. Chris James, Cushman, good morning. Thanks for being here. Good morning, Sandy. I have not had a first guest on the show in a couple months. I had Charity Hewitt. Do you know Charity Hewitt?
Yes. Yep.
Going to be on last September. We had to postpone due to some illness. January she'll be back. But it's really fun to have someone on. Megan Reynolds was here in August, and it's just been me holding down the fort since.
Yeah, good to be here with you.
Yeah.
Glad for the timing of it and everything. Worked out really great.
Teague, we kind of touched on this a little bit already. We're going to play some Holyoke coming up here.
Yeah.
What do you love about living here in northern Minnesota, making music up here?
Yeah, well, when I
what
came...
keeps you here?
I came from where I grew up in South Jersey. I would say everything there is affected by Atlantic City in a big way, including the music scene. So what that means for the music scene, and this applies to the whole Jersey Shore. I think Bruce Springsteen is really good about it in his book, talking about how, like, the bar scene in Jersey Shore, just going back 50 years or whatever, is it's just money. So your band is there to play covers, keep people drinking, dancing, moving, and all night long, and there's no exceptions. And as like someone trying to be an artist, and trying to figure it out, that didn't interest me at all as a young and up and comer. So we had to really fight, to play an original. Everything was a struggle about being in an original band for my first band, Spilled Milk. As far as getting shows, getting money, convincing people to let us play, it was all just really exhausting when I look back at it now. So then when I came to Duluth, and it was such a welcoming environment, and I was able to play original music, and I was stubborn about playing original music, but it was nice to just be surrounded by other people doing the same thing that I was doing, because there's really no blueprint for me in South Jersey. And so that part of it was great, but deeper than that, and I also lived in San Diego, and when I came here, I was really affected by the blues and roots music of this area, because the blues never seemed that important to me, or I never got it, on the Jersey Shore in San Diego. I saw blues guys, and I knew the old Muddy Waters record. I was schooled in it a little bit, but it never grabbed my attention until I saw, guys like Spider John Kerner, when I moved here, was playing the brew house once a month, and that was, mind-blowing in some of that generation. But then even, seeing guys like Charlie Parr, of course, but even, the White Iron Band, Matt Pudis and those guys, I'd never seen a country band that had, that was, a real outlaw country band. I'd never heard a band like that. And Eric Koskinen, those are the guys that I all met right when I came here, and they all had, a really profound effect on me, and really made me dive into blues, and trying to get all that stuff under my hands, and taking it on the road and trying to play it all night long, and then see what happens after 5-10 years of that, and what kind of musician that turns you into. So that's Minnesota's done all that for me, and really given me a base to my musicality that wasn't there before. So
awesome.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, cool. That's a great perspective.
Yeah. I mean, I could go on and on about that, but that's just kind of the music side of it, you know. And I like the nature and such, you know.
It's hard to want to leave.
Yeah, it's a great spot. We got some things to work on, you know. What I really like about this project is like the diversity in it, you know. Like, it's a pretty diverse band for Duluth especially, and I like that, and I think that's one, you know. We're working on a diversity up here.
Area to
we
work
want to
on.
be more, cultural diversity, and the music, you know, the music scene's a good start to that. But and you know, reggae music has that kind of thing. Just kind of build it, like the legacy of of reggae. Like, part of the legacy of reggae music is like unity, you know, peace, you know, positive message, all those things. So you know, it's nice to bring that, you know, be part of that.
For sure.
With the Woodblind crew.
Yeah.
But okay, Holyoke. I should be going into Holyoke. Okay, I want to first. You know, it's funny. I've run yesterday. Shout out to my old neighbor DJ in Holyoke. I just ran into her yesterday, and I was invited to a party on Friday. I wish I could have made it. I heard a Holyoke friend of mine named Christy was there. Shout out to her, and a big shout out to my beautiful friend Sandy, who was in the hospital last week. And this goes out to her and everybody in Holyoke. Shout out to Dave out there, Dave Sorensen. You know, when I lived in Holyoke, you know me as Teague, Darin. In Holyoke, they know me as Dave's son-in-law. So,
Dave's son-in-law.
Dave's son-in-law. That's who I am in Holyoke. You know. And I'm proud of it. There we go. I'm almost at the same. Hold on, I'm really out of tune. Bear with me.
We tune because we care, G.
Something I'll tell you if you ask a man. Never been to Bourbon, never been on the gambling riverboat, never been out to Kalamazoo, but I can tell you, I get down there in Holyoke. Minneapolis, she's a friend of mine. I love Duluth in the summertime, but I know I always gonna have my coat. I do declare, love the clean air down there in Holyoke. When the snow won't let you in until summertime, call for a swim in Little Neck River or Grand Lake. The bugs and the birds and the butterflies, folks that always wave high when I'm driving by on County Road 8. You can move it on down to Florida, throw away the keys, sweats in the soil of Tennessee. Gamble in Vegas till you're broke, walk the halls of shopping malls. I'll be away from it all out in Holyoke. man. I never been to Birmingham, never been on a gambling riverboat, never been out to Kalamazoo, but I can tell you I like it out there in Holyoke. Yeah, just a little way down the road now, down the road in Holyoke, oh, Highway 23. Holyoke, Minnesota.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. From the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, that's an old song. Wrote it on the back porch in Holyoke. Summer's evening, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff comes from back porches. Who's up? Wow, checking in. Good morning, David. Hello, San Diego. Glad you're here now. Who else is here? Patrick, good morning. It is hard to leave. I agree, Rob. Rob says he's loving this collab. It's fun to play with you, Teague.
Yeah, you too, Dan.
Never had the chance, I don't believe.
Have we?
Apart from yesterday morning, maybe?
Yeah, maybe that was, yeah.
Glad to hear it, Kush. Glad you're here. Gonna get you some more coffee there?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll take a warmer.
Heat you up?
Is that the lingo? Give me a warmer up.
Warm you up?
Yeah,
you got that right.
Get all my coffee lingo straight.
Yeah, we won't kick you out yet. You tea drinker.
Yeah. Hey, say the quiet part out loud.
I kid. We're gonna play some Tom Waits.
Yeah, I mean, this is such like a, like you, when we were talking about this, you kept saying like, we're just hanging out, in the living room playing tunes. So this is, I've been kind of just picking some Tom Waits songs around.
These are the tunes you
around
like
my
to,
living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the living room.
I haven't played these live at all or much at all.
Well,
or,
we
like,
are in for a treat
they
here,
haven't
folks.
been like crafted to that point, but this just, I just love. I go through a Tom Waits phase every once in a while. I love that guy.
It's exactly what we're looking for, is that sitting around the living room vibe. Sandy knows some folks in Holyoke.
Sandy?
Mm-hmm.
Which Sandy? We're not talking about Sandy O'Connell.
No, we're not talking about Sandy O'Connell.
Okay.
We're talking about Sandy Dugan.
Most people don't know.
He's down in Renshaw.
Okay. Yep. Renshawlians know of Holyoke.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't know where Holyoke is.
The Renshawlians.
Yeah, shout out to Renshaw. I know a lot of good people there.
Mm-hmm. I do want to get into some more music, but how did the guitar come into your life? What's your guitar story?
Yeah. I love this guitar, man. This is a 1944 Harmony guitar. 44. Yep. My understanding of these guitars is that they were the cheaper alternative to Gibsons and Martins back in a Sears catalog guitar that the blues musicians could afford. So it kind of became like the blues guitar, but it's got a really fat neck on it, which gives a secret to the tone. But I walked in. What's the name of that great guitar store? It used to be in Dinkytown. But anyway, I walked in there.
Podium?
Yes, thank you. Podium. Yeah, great. It's now a condominium, I believe. But
it smelled better as a guitar shop.
Yeah.
I remember that walking in there.
Yeah.
It smells like guitars in here.
And they had I walked in there on a cold night just to get out of the cold, not planning to buy a guitar, and I picked this guitar up and I fell in love, and I called my wife at the time and was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fall in love with this guitar, but I'm having a hard time leaving this store without it. I'm just calling to let you know. But it was great. I met Marty Reynolds, who's great, who's been my guitar tech ever since. One of my guitar techs, I should say. But yeah, he was great, and it was a blessing to come. It really fit my kind. I was trying to get into playing more, or like roots music was beckoning me at the time. So when I found this guitar, it felt like, it just felt like, oh, there's my guitar. It's hanging on the wall over there. Yeah, so I love this guitar.
Nice. I Know I've Been Changed.
I Know I've Been Changed. Yeah, here's another old, this is actually an old spiritual song, or gospel traditional song, I believe, but I heard it from Tom Waits. Oh, I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven don't sign my name. The angels in heaven don't sign my name. Lord knows I got religion. Lord knows I'm not ashamed. With the Holy Ghost as my witness, the angels gonna sign my name. Oh, I know I've been changed. I know that I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven gonna sign my name. Angels in heaven gonna sign my name. I've been redeemed. Yeah, you can wake me up in the midnight hour, show you just what I see. Oh, I know I've been changed. I know that I've been changed. I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven gonna sign my name. Angels in heaven gonna sign my name. Angels in heaven gonna sign my name. Angels in heaven gonna sign my name.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Teague Alexy, everybody.
Morning song. There.
Yeah. George, good morning, Twig. Twig is here.
Twig is in the house. Oh, look out.
Twig is in the house. Bang, bang. More Tom Waits. Living Room Tunes with Teague Alexy.
More Tom Waits. Yeah, this will be good.
Jockey full of bourbon.
Yeah, Rain Dogs album, I believe, if I have that right, which is a great Tom Waits album. If anyone out there is looking to get into Tom Waits, that's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Rain Dogs.
Who are some of your guitar giants?
Local or worldwide?
Both.
Local. Well, the great Ian Alexy, of course. I don't know if you've heard of the guitar giant Ian Alexy.
Yes. Oh man, it was great playing with him.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's really my guitar teacher. You know, I mean, I've never really had lessons, but you know, I had Ian, you know, always at the other end of the phone or like in the next bedroom or whatever to help me get through some stuff. But but yourself, great player. Your buddy Jimmy Cooper, who's in both of our in the Woodblind band and in the Tuesday night Hot Club. He's a great player, and you know, guitar is such like it's such a weird thing for me to talk about like great guitar players because there's really so much to it. Yeah, because like even locally, if you take Jimmy Cooper, Alan Sparhawk, and Charlie Parr, I love all those guys on guitar. Like, but they don't play anything like one another at all. Like
no. Charlie Parr does all that with 2 fingers. What? No. How?
Yeah, I mean, Charlie's
all kinds of things amazing about everyone.
Just all different things. But also, and like Mississippi Mike's a great player. Andy Lipke's a great player. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of people. I love jamming with the Salty Dog guys. Jacob and Sam are great. And then like some of the guys I brought up before, like Sammy from White Iron Band is, I mean, what a great melodic player that guy is, and Eric Koskinen I brought up before, and these guys like I mean these guys are like Eric's played on my record. Jake Hansen from Minneapolis played on my album Circuit Sessions. He's out of this world, good player. Dave Simonette, great rhythm. That guy plays great rhythm guitar, like, you know, created a whole sound with Trampled.
It's a driving
guitar. Like great player. And you know, I'm kind of partial to rhythm, you know, rhythm songwriter players. I started playing because I think Bob Marley was what made me pick up a guitar, so I've always liked his guitar playing, even though he's not known as a guitar player, but I'm always really intrigued when I see him pick up an acoustic guitar and how he approaches it. And Charlie Hunter, you a Charlie Hunter fan? I love Charlie Hunter.
Oh man,
that guy's so good. I listen to him endlessly in San Diego. He used to tour through. I'd see him every time he toured through. I mean, I got a lot like Boogaloo Joe Jones. You know, like he's an old Grey Boy All Stars were big when I was in San Diego, and that kind of created this whole. Like everybody was getting into like old 70s funk jazz players, and Boogaloo Joe Jones was like the hip guy. Nobody knows him out there, but nobody knows him anywhere. But yeah, you'll love him. You'll love him. He's great. But yeah, I mean Hendrix is great. He's the best. Can't have any guitar conversation without that guy. But I love the Allman Brothers thing, and yeah, gosh, man, you know, I love guitar, you know, as you do, you know. I'm just always intrigued by how
Marley
how
though
people approach it.
Really, you look to, or that's cool.
Yeah, and guys like John Lennon, like I love how he plays guitar, and like and just like those guys play. Like if you watch a recording of Marley play like Redemption Song or something, he's constantly like putting in chord substitutions. And things like that, so like so it's just like a great songwriting mind at work, like like always, like Redemption Song. I mean, it's like you know, it's like could be in like a scroll, you know. It's like so like everybody knows every note of that. When he picks it up, he's substituting in relative minors for the major, you know, just constantly like searching for something, even in like a classic song like that. So I'm always interested in those kind of guys, and like how John Lennon can make the guitar boogie exactly how he wants it to under all his songs, which is really, as a songwriter, it's like what, that's like a lot of my guitar thing has been like, okay, I want to write this kind of song. I need to be able to play that. And sometimes it takes like years.
And coordinate it with my voice. And
yeah, and just like, I need to become that kind of player. And like sometimes you can do that in 3 days. And sometimes it takes 3 years, to become that kind of player. And
some grooves are harder to hold than others.
Yeah, or just like, you got to get, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love guitar. And I was just like, my latest guy, another guy I love is like R.L. Burnside. You ever watch his stuff? He's great. And I love old blues guys. Hubert Sumlin. I'm a harmonica guy, so I end up like Lightning Hopkins. Like, so I like all the old blues guys. And a lot of times when I'm doing harmonica research, I'm like, man, this guy Hubert Sumlin's just killing on this every time.
Some bourbon?
Yeah.
Bourbon
Jockey full
Jockey?
of bourbon.
Thanks for hanging out, folks. Listen to us ramble. Good, searching for tone. Refuel, that's important. We're running low here, I think. We might...
That's why I'm talking so much, Dan. You give
right,
coffee to a tea drinker, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Jose, good morning. Joy, good morning. Good morning, Hensels.
Dead soup, Dutch pink on a downtown train. $2 pistol, but the gun won't shoot. I'm in the corner on the pouring rain. 16 men on a dead man's chest. I've been sitting from a broken cup. Some pants and a mohair vest. Full of bourbon, I can't stand up. Hey, little bird, highway home. House is on fire, children are alone. Hey, little bird, fly away home. Shifter broke a bottle on a Morgan's head. I'm stepping on the devil's tail. Across the bar from the full moon's head. Through the bars of a Cuban jail. Bloody fingers on a purple night. Mingle drinking from a cocktail glass. I'm on along with someone else's wife. The view from up on top of the mast. Hey, little bird, highway home. House is on fire, children are alone. Hey, little bird, fly away home. Make it dark inside. Hitting a million in a drop dead suit. Hutch pink on a downtown train. Who out pistol if the gun won't shoot. I'm in the corner on the pouring rain. Hey, little bird, highway home. House is on fire, children are alone. Hey, little bird, highway home. House is on fire, children are alone. Hey, little bird, highway home. Fire, children are alone. Hey, little bird.
Yeah, you know, it's just like it's like a living room jam, you know. Just throw a Tom Waits song out
That
there.
wasn't even like a living room jam. That was literally a living room jam.
It's true.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out in the living room jamming with us here, folks. I should take a moment to mention that Coffee and Guitar with Darin Bergsven is a fiscal year 2024 recipient of a Creative Individuals grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, which brings guests like Teague here to share with us each month. Very grateful to the good people of Minnesota. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, which is really an incredible thing to have. Add that to the list of reasons to want to make music here.
Definitely a shout out to all those people. Bo Ramsey, Greg Brown, Vicky and Joe Price. I'm remembering the guitarists I've left out.
Well, I'll go back and listen to them all. There are guests for years.
That's the Iowa contingent right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's reaching a little far south, but
yeah, and Benson Ramsey too, great player.
You wanted to try out some Sinatra while we were here.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if this is a good idea. You know, but,
well, here we are in the living room.
But this is another this is usually when I'm by myself in the living room. But yeah, let's try. I'm a fan of old Blue Eyes, and you know, let me tell you, growing up in South Jersey, I think a lot of if you're not from New Jersey, you would probably think that Bruce Springsteen runs New Jersey. Or Bon Jovi, you know? That's usually like what people say, like when I say I'm from New Jersey, like, oh, John Bon Jovi. Let me tell you guys something right here. No. Frank Sinatra is the musician who runs New Jersey. Walk around Atlantic City and see how many buildings are named after. Today. See how many buildings are named after Frank Sinatra. And then come back and tell me how many buildings in Atlantic City are named after Bruce Springsteen and John Bon Jovi put together. All right, so I just want to get a couple of facts straight. All right, these are New Jersey facts.
All right, there you go. I love some Sinatra on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, you know. Let's just see what happens. You know, we're hanging out. You know, we're gonna croon a little. Fly me to the moon, let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. You got it, Darin. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Oh, Akirian! Having bits, man. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you.
I messed up the beginning and the end, and I messed up some stuff in the middle.
We jammed out in the living room.
And I made Darin change keys. But you know, it was a try. Shout out,
Thank you.
Shout out to Sinatra.
Thank you,
you know,
Teague.
I'm a long way from the top. What can I say?
Nice.
But that's great stuff. That's kind of like in my, you know, I feel like my, you know, speaking of guitar, I didn't start playing guitar until I was 21.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of my music career is like catching up, you know, like on the fly, like I did a big, like an Irish music album, did a whole like face first dive into Irish music a handful of years ago, and like that, you know, I feel like a lot of, and like the Hobo Nephews even like was all like musical education. That's my musical education, you know. It's like going on the road and playing Americana music for a decade, and then woodshedding Irish music, you know.
What are you catching up to?
Well, I'm trying to like have a fully formed version of myself, Darin. You know, I guess I've been lucky to have like a, you know, I've just been thinking about this. Whoa, I've been a pro musician now for like, I don't even want to say. It's been a couple decades, I guess. But I guess I've been lucky enough to have time to, you know, like I was saying, to tour the country with the Hobos for 10 years, you know, and play Americana music every night for hours, and then like come back, and now have that, you know, as part of me. And like now I have the Irish music in me. And you know, now when I go back to work on my own stuff, you know, I feel like I'm a more fully formed version of myself. But another thing that's kind of on my, where I just know that I would improve if I practice singing Sinatra more. So that's kind of like way on my radar. And yeah, I know maybe I'll try out for the Hot Club one of these. Times, audition for the Hot Club. But yeah, those are great tunes, man. I love those tunes and arrangements, and just a lot of like, yeah, just like listening to that stuff is really educational as a musician. Just like the art of swing, you know, and Sinatra's like, you know, great phrasing, and it's just great stuff. Yeah, someday.
That's it. Catching up to a fully formed version of yourself. I like that.
Yeah, because like I used to, and I made, even though I wasn't playing guitar as a kid, I was making music. My friends are my two best friends in South Jersey, are the two best rappers in the world, other than top 10. But you know, so I made a lot of hip hop music as a kid, and just and then when I started playing guitar, I was like, oh man, why'd you spend so much time? You know, I felt behind everybody, you know, and then, but now I can hear, like, my buddy Sam from Salty Dog says I play harmonica like a rapper, and I think there's something, and he says it kind of half kidding, but I think there's something to that, you know, like it's in there, so now I see it. I see it all as valuable. Yeah, like now I think it's fine. Yeah, it's just I have a little bit of like transformer scratch in my harmonica playing or something.
I love it. Thank you for a great morning conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
We got one more tune. I'm gonna play another one from the record, and
we do, yeah.
Send you on your promotional marathon way.
That's right.
Thank you all for hanging out. Again, this is Teague Alexy. Look him up. New record, Woodblind meets Teague Alexy. Available everywhere now. Get your. This is awesome. I got a baseball card. Where can you get trading cards?
You got to come to the show tonight. They're free at the show tonight. Come to the merch table.
There you go. Bent paddle. 7:00.
If you don't come to the show, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about a baseball card if you don't come to the show tonight.
Oh man. Well,
Can I tell you?
I got a baseball card delivered to my house.
Unless you're Darin. I don't want to hear it.
Teague, thanks for being here. Everyone, thank you for being here. I
got to do this for the tea, if any Tea with Teague people are out there. because this means that this morning's get-togethers for both left and right-handed people, which means it's for everybody. Whether you're left-handed or right-handed, whether you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker.
I was ready to brew some tea, just for the record.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you allowing tea drinkers to come on behalf of tea drinkers everywhere.
Oh, I should say, Cushman just said, Teague Alexy is a great player, singer. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks from New York. All right, here we go. Strawman.
Strawman.
Love to you all.
Beautiful.